Hello Slaters. Slaters, in our previous video we came to the end of explanation part of lesson 11, cooking food. Through this lesson, we learned about different ways of cooking food, kinds of utensils, and also different types of stoves that we use for cooking food. Isn't it? Now, in today's session, we will solve the textbook exercise and get to know how far we have understood the lesson. So are you all ready? Slaters, please turn to page number 237. Now let's look into bit A. In this bit, there are two columns. Column A has different ways of cooking and column B describes these cooking methods. Now here we are supposed to match words in column A with the words in column B. Now the first word in column A is boiling. Now Slaters, what is boiling? Yes, it is a process of cooking food by heating in water. So match this with cooking in water by heating in column B. Write C besides boiling. Next word is steaming. So Slaters, what do we mean by steaming? Correct. In steaming, food is cooked through steam. So write E besides steaming. Next word is baking. Slaters, have you all seen a cake being baked in your kitchen? How is it cooked? It is deep fried or cooked directly over fire? None of these methods, right? A cake is cooked by baking in an oven. We read about it in details in our earlier videos. So write D besides baking. Next word in column A is roasting. Slaters, now how do we cook bangan ka bharta? Have you ever seen it being cooked by your mamas? Slaters, bangan ka bharta is cooked by roasting brinjal directly over fire. So roasting means cooking directly over fire. So write A besides roasting. The final word in this column is frying. This is very easy to answer. Each one of you must have observed how puris and pappars are fried. Yes, by heating in good quantity of oil. So frying is cooking in hot oil. Write B besides frying. Now Slaters, let's check bit B. Here it says to tick the correct answer and write it in the given blanks. The first statement is idli batter is dash to make idlis. The options for this are baked, fried or steamed. So Slaters, from the lesson we learned that idlis are cooked by the process of steaming, isn't it? So write the answer steamed in the given blank. The second statement is food items lose dash when they are overcooked. The options for this are taste, nutrients and shape. So Slaters, you all have learned from the lesson that when we overcook food, the nutrients are lost and that food becomes of no good to our body and health. So write nutrients in your given blank. The next blank says dash uses sunlight as fuel. The options for this are pressure cookers, microwave ovens or solar cookers. So Slaters, in the last paragraph of the lesson, we read that solar cookers work on sunlight, isn't it? So write the answer solar cookers in the given blank. Now let's move on to bit C. Here we have to answer the given questions. The first question is, why do we cook food? Now Slaters, we know that there are some food which we cannot eat raw, while some can be eaten raw too. Most of the food needs proper cooking so that it turns tasteful, soft and becomes easy to digest. Besides this, cooking also kills germs. You can refer to page number 234, paragraph under heading Cooked Food for writing the answer for this question. The second question is, name the metals used to make utensils. So Slaters, from the lesson we learned that utensils are made of stainless steel, brass, copper, iron, glass and clay. You can refer to page number 235, paragraph under the heading Utensils used for cooking to write this answer. The third question is, what are the different fuels used for cooking? Now Slaters, what is fuel? Yes, fuel is things that produce heat on burning. Now in villages, people use coal, wood and cow dung cakes, isn't it? In cities, people use LPG mostly for cooking. In some homes, we find induction plates, microwave, hot plates too. Besides these fuels, solar energy or solar heat is an eco-friendly fuel that is available in plenty everywhere. Slaters, you can refer to page number 235 and 236 for writing the answer for this question. Now let's check the last bit, bit D. Think and answer. Slaters, here we have a word box with different food items. We need to put each of these food items in the correct category of how they are cooked. Wow, this is a yummy exercise, isn't it? The first food item is bhaji. Bhajis and pakoras are mostly deep fried. Hence, we will put this item in the second column. Second food item is biscuit. Now Slaters, biscuit, cookies, etc. are baked in ovens. You can quickly find out if biscuits are being baked in anyone's home from its aroma or smell. So we need to put this food item in the first column. The third one is idli. Now this we understood in bit B that idlis are cooked by steaming. So write this food item in the third column. The fourth food item is cutlet. Now Slaters, cutlets are deep fried or shallow fried too. So we need to include this in the second column. The fifth item is bread. Slaters, bread is a bakery item. It means it is cooked by baking. So put this food item in the first column. The next one is puri. We all know that puri can be cooked only by frying. If it is shallow fried, then it becomes a paratha. So put this food item in the second column. The next food item is cake. Wow! Slaters, we learned from the lesson that cake, bread, biscuits are all made by dry heat. They are cooked by dry heat. Method used is baking. So write it in the first column. Next one is momo. Now Slaters, momo Though originally a part of northeastern states of India, it is now easily available in most of the majority of states. It is liked by people because it is cooked by steaming and uses very less oil. So put this food item in the third column. The last food item is dhokla. Now dhokla, status, is originally a Gujarati cuisine, but now it is liked by people throughout India. This process of cooking dhokla involves steaming a batter of besan or gram flour, and it is sauteed with other condiments. So Slaters, with this we end our textbook exercise of this lesson. You all are requested to go through the lesson and the textbook exercise once again. We all will meet in the next session with a new lesson. Till then, keep learning. Thank you.